race. Let's talk about Tottenham. Tim's touched on them already. I think 1960, the last time they had 20 points after 8 games. We focus often on what's happening up front with the likes of Madison and Son, but 8 conceded. That's the best since the days of Vertonghen and Alderweireld. Romero and Van der Ven look increasingly quite a special centre-back pairing, don't they?
Yeah, and I think Van der Ven has made Romero a better player. He's not losing his head as much.
That's what he needed, because there were confidence issues last season.
He did, and he's younger than him. But Van der Ven, everyone thought when he came in, he can cover the ground. The young lad can cover the ground. He scored the winning goal against Luton. I covered the game here where Madison, brilliant feet, and it's a good finish. But I think the combination play between the two of them is really good. Romero's aggressive. He can defend. We know he's a good defender, but sometimes head loss. He just loses his head and get a yellow card, then make another silly tackle and get a red card. He's so important to that team at the moment. And Van der Ven could be one of the signings of the summer, the season. So he's been outstanding. He's big, he's aggressive, he's comfortable in possession. And that's down to the manager, Postecoglou. As Tim said, it's been outstanding. They will miss Basuma, though. He did get sent off. He's been outstanding for them. So someone has to fill in from, as Tim said, they have got Bentancur. We don't know when he's going to be fit, but they will miss him. But this is the goal here. It's brilliant from Madison. Short corner, Van der Ven. That is a good finish as well. You don't want to use his right foot. He opens up his body onto his strong left foot and just guides it into that far corner. And they've just been out. But Luton did have chances, and the 2 centre-backs had to defend. And they defended brilliant. And another player I'd mentioned who's been outstanding, Ndoggy, the left-back. Because no one knew about Ndoggy. And that was a problem position for Tottenham. He's come in at a young age and been outstanding.
Vicario's done well.
Exactly. The goalkeeper as well. It was all question marks of who's going to replace Hugo Lloris. Are they going to bring in Raya? So their recruitment this season has been outstanding.
Dare I say it? Pedro Porro's done well.
Oh, yeah, because Tim wasn't his number 1 fan.
No.
Let me tell you.
What are you now, number 3 fan?
No, I wasn't his number 1 fan because he was asked to played in a position as a right back and to stay there and just to defend. It's not what he's good at. He's good at going on the offensive. He gets forward. He gets there at the right time. He's aggressive. He wins the ball back. For me, the manager, they are at the moment. I listen to people say they're a better team without Harry Kane. No, they're not. They're a better team with this manager in charge. They are Harry Kane away from challenging.
You cannot say they're a better team without Harry Kane, can you? I mean, you just simply can't. But he's been brilliant. So do you share, Lee, what Tim's been saying, that this Tottenham side are part of the title race long term?
I think I literally looked when Kane had gone and I thought Spurs are going to drop off it. But it's actually worked in their fact. I think the style, and I think, we're talking about players that we probably wouldn't have talked about in fullbacks getting forward. But then you look at the front four, really, and I just like the style that they're playing. I like what the manager's doing first and foremost. But Kulusevski, Richarlison, Son, there's so much movement and energy through that front line. We're so used to Kane, as we've touched on with England, dropping into little spaces but still scoring goals. I think this time round they're playing front foot football, and it's not attracting them to defend as much as what they have done over previous seasons. No, there was chances, wasn't there, against Luton, but you do feel that they're playing more higher up the pitch rather than defending, aren't they?
Madison's
which
got to
they've
take
huge
amounts
of
credit
huge.
for that. And people say that, imagine if Harry Kane's playing with Madison. Come on, you can't say they're going to be they're a better team without him. Exactly what Tim said. Imagine he doesn't have to drop off anymore. He was so reliant that you had to do something and drop off. Madison now in that hole, I did
have a question mark over Madison going to Spurs. I didn't know if he was going to be able to, I don't know, take the step up to being in that sort of category of top 4, if you like.
I think he had that personality to go in there and go, Harry Kane's gone, I'll step up to the The thing they've noticed about Spurs now, and you can say that when a team's winning and they're scoring last-minute winners, and they seem like a group of players that all want to play. Like there was times last season or season before where you see ones on the bench going, Joe, I don't fancy coming on in this game. Whereas now, they can't wait to get on. The ones that are playing, they want to stay on.
But Sid, you know why? Because we've all been in that dressing room. When you've got a manager who trusts you to go toe-to-toe with any team you're playing against and gives you that confidence to go and have a go, and you're going to try and control the football and play, and you're not just sitting back and just taking punches and going to get knocked out, because that's what they were doing for the last 2 or 3 years. The fans were bored stiff watching it. No one wanted to go and watch it. They went because they're a well-supported football club and they bought their season tickets, but they wasn't getting entertained. Now they're getting entertained. From Monday to Friday, they're enjoying the day-to-day business of actually having some patterns, some method of going forward, and they're taking it to the match day.
There's a massive belief in that.
There's a cloud lifted across that club, and the fans are enjoying watching it.
And Clinton, they certainly are. In terms of the title race, as we sit in this second international break of the season, what's your assessment of Liverpool, that new midfield and what they might do, what kind of threat they may pose in terms of the title race
No,
this
Liverpool
season?
are